What did you see in that fourth quarter that allowed the Raptors back into this game?
Their bench came in with great energy and made a little bit of a run early, and they carried it over against our starters when we got our guys back in.
Given the way that lineup performed at the beginning of the second quarter, did you consider not going back to it at the beginning of the fourth, or did?
I did. Chose to trust those guys. Those guys have been good for us. They had a tough stretch there.
Frank, what's the message to your team after that kind of loss?
Remain confident, and don't get caught up in quote-unquote that kind of loss. All we said all game long when we had the lead is it's a 48-minute game. Okay? Can't get caught up in what we led at what time or anything like that. They had to win, and we're trying to beat a 56-win team in their building in a game 5. So it's a 48-minute game. We played well, just fell short. Remain confident. Come back and get game 6.
Frank, given how well Paul George was playing, how hard was it to leave him on the sidelines as long as you did?
Well, he looked pretty gassed at the end of the third. We had a decent lead that I thought we could hold up. That lead stayed around 11, I think, until around in the the 9-minute mark. Okay, and then we're ready to get him back in.
Over here. What did you think of the job that Norman Powell did on Paul in the fourth quarter there?
Their whole team did a good job. I think Paul was still getting going. But their whole team just brought great energy.
Coach, can you talk about the range of emotions you would have experienced in the last 40 seconds, being down 6 to potential?
Range of emotions?
Range of emotions in the last 40 seconds, being down 6 to potentially going on overtime.
Yeah, I don't really feel emotions during a game like that. I just think about the next play and what move we have to make. So it was a heck of a basketball game. Credit the Raptors for doing what they had to do. Now it's on us to come back and get game 6.
These last 2 games, your team has played exceptionally well on the glass. Just basically, you won the game 4 on the glass. In this game, you're basically tied. What are you doing different now than you were doing at the first 3?
I think we're containing the ball better, and we're understanding the threat that this team carries on the glass. They got 2 elite offensive rebounders at the 5 spot, and they got great perimeter crashers, but it starts with containment on the perimeter.
Coach, I presume you wanted Paul to take the last shot. Can you talk about how that possession played out?
Yeah, I wanted him to take the last shot if he was open. He stumbled a little bit, had 2 guys on him, made the right basketball play. It was a great play. Just a great play. 1 frame shy of being a tie game going overtime.